Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more VintageCraft. The intro's a bit short, not too sure if I like it, but we are here back on the single player, formerly known as VintageCraft. But yes, I've just come back from my little 1.8 discovery zone, as we call it. And nice little side exit going straight to it. It's about 10,000 blocks away, so anyway, it made sense to just do a quick path to it. It's in the middle of a basalt delta, so not great, but hey-ho. It's mainly for resource gathering, that sort of thing, so there we are. So yeah, last time we went on a bit of a expedition to get some 1.18 bits, and I've finally finished sorting it all out in here. So where do we start? Let's start over here. Yeah, so we added the copper block there. Now I know these here are meant to be the different color variants, like the three shades of green between copper and green. I don't know. We haven't got them yet, but hopefully going to get them a little bit later on today and get some more copper and stuff because we need it, right? Yeah, so now every other chest is sort of organised, so it's the gold and not gold, the normal ore, and then the deep slate version, block, ingot, other. So like there and there and there. So these two here don't have deep slate versions. Well, actually, Rascal told me that you can actually get deep slate coal ore. So if we find that, that's quite a nice special item. So we might end up putting it in there, might not. We moved across the lights from over the side there, and also got to make them last time. We got a little wax from our wax farm, so we can make candles, so we can start using candles instead. This should be pretty cool. The head's been moved down there, and extra bits, just literally extra bits. Some maps, TNT, axolotls, netherite, that sort of thing. Cool. And what was moved from there to there? Oh yeah, so to make room, all the lights went over there. We then moved the Netherwoods over from here. Netherwoods was here. We're going to put the snow and ice. The snow, we need to get... there's another one. It's like slow falling snow or something like that. We can collect it in a... cauldron, that's the word. We can collect it in the cauldron, which we might do again today, but again, it's not essential. So, I mean, if I was to do this again, I'd probably have another row on both sides worth of chests for stuff. Maybe even two. Don't know. There's a lot of stuff on Minecraft now. We don't use all of it, but hey-ho. So yeah, where the ice stone was over here, we have the amethyst and all the shards and buds and stuff. A lot of the calcite. We've already got over a sugar box of that, so that's there. Tough. I know it's meant to be smooth basalt around it, around the geode, but I decided to do a smooth basalt with the basalt. Makes sense, right? So the tough, and that was there before. And this is all the deep slate stuff. Now, as we use our, we're sort of past end game now. We got silk touch, so we're actually just getting silk touch deep slate. If not, you get the cobble deep slate, which you can then make the stuff out of. Not too sure if I use it, but it's full, so we might have to get some more shulker boxes and fill that up. But anyway, I've done a little bit as well as that down below in the copper generation zombie converter place. If I fly straight over it, that's fine. Yeah, so we're getting copper now from our zombie farm, zombie drown farm down here, and I've had to make a little bit of a change. So the barrel is gone, and below there is a set of hoppers. You can probably hear there's like water tunnels. And whereabouts is it? It's here. So we've got a hopper there, which gets all the rotten flesh in, and that takes the rotten flesh over that direction. And it will eventually, at the moment, it goes down to a shulker box, but we'll go up like a water vapor and into this one here, and probably store it in shulker boxes as well as the barrel or whatever, just to mass collect that. Everything else goes this way, and this way it's got another dispenser system, and that's going to fire it towards our sorting system upstairs. At the moment, it's all sort of just gathered in here. Like we will get some rotten flesh. It's not perfect, but we got a bit of copper ingot. That's the word. Anyone come down in this time? No, that's fantastic. So yeah, I'm gonna go do a little bit off camera. I'm gonna move basically loads of ice tunnels towards the sorting system. So like everything that goes in here will then go into our sorting system, apart from the rotten flesh, which is kind of like how I wanted it. Have I done this right? I have. Whilst we're doing that as well, I'll probably put in a few more of the reinforcement sort of spawning areas. There's a few more spaces down and up to go to. But yeah, that's a little project for off camera. But today we want to make this place a bit more performance friendly. So whilst we were on the server, obviously the spawn town was where the spawn was, and of course the server took up a lot of time and energy and performance, making that always rendered. So the spawn block, definitely the original sort of chunk, will always stay spawned, and I think a little bit around it as well. So that was obviously loading loads of armor stands and shops and loads of entities and all that kind of stuff. So I moved it so it's basically I set the spawn over here somewhere. Where was it? It's I think it's the block there at the very end. What is it? F3H? No. This one. This is the spawn chunk now, this one here. So if we ever did die and we didn't set a bed, we'd fall somewhere in here. Probably upstairs somewhere. That and so the sourcing system always works up to a point when I'm not in it. Yeah, loads of fun. We want to also make it better by having less spawning areas around. And we've done pretty good so far with that around town. Most of it is covered in snow, but there's some bits a little bit further down where it's not, and like entities will spawn, and we just don't want it to. I mean, we've got a lot of bit of farms. A lot of bit of farms. That's not English. Like the creeper farm is very, very full, and we don't really need it to be overperformed. But we've got a lot of caves and stuff below, so I don't want loads of things spawning if we don't need to. So I'm going to do a moss farm, or at least try to, just so I can cover up everything around here with moss, so it's spawn free. But again, I might do that off camera. I'm not really too sure what I'm going to do today. I just kind of needed to start off an episode and just start it off with how we ended last time. So let me collect a few more bits from my little resource area, and we'll decide what we're doing, and we'll be back in a little minute. Right, I think that goes there and these bits here. So we've done one side already, and that goes up from the goes towards the sorting system from downstairs. Now these are going to connect temporarily to a block here, but that's fine. There and there, but if we close this off, those won't connect. Fantastic. Brilliant. We're going to have a bubble elevator go up there, and this will be, let's just try this first. Excellent, excellent. This will go up to the rotten flesh area, which we want to sort out upstairs. So we just go, we need to do that first, do we? Do we do that first? We can't place kelp on soul sand, as far as I remember, and that's not going to work because it's not water filled. Up to the top we go. So yeah, we've got a bunch of guys accumulating. There, let's say that ice bit goes down towards the sorting system, and this side will come up. Not there. It will come up here. One more. I don't think that's quite going to fit in. We have to do a bit of transformation in here. So like that. That. Just keep this up so we can see what we're doing. So they're going there now, isn't it? Probably. Cool. So water's going to go there. And we're going to kelp it up down the bottom to make them all sources. Fantastic. And then we need to break them all. Put that one there. So that'll shoot us up, right? Nice. Yeah, so the stuff's going to go, the one fish is going to go down that system there, into there, up there, and into the back of this. So what we're going to do is something else, and it was place that there, and a sign there, just so we can go like this. Another water source. I do have another water source. Very well planned. Well done. Prepared, even. So that should take anything that we put into here. So let's take a look at this. That should be firing up. And it's burning. Oh, why is it burning? Not all of it's burning. I'm picking it up, that's why. Is it all going in? I think Some of it's getting lost, but it's rotten flesh, right? Who needs that? Who needs that in their life? Do I have that piece of... There it is. Piece of stone. Fantastic. And now we just need to hide this like it never happened. So we got any more slabs? We do. There and maybe there. Nice. And then we just need to connect the hoppers going through to there. G. No. Like that. Can I get out? Probably not. Fill this in. That one's free. That one there. Just make sure we're not breaking any redstone circuitry. Like so, let's leave that one open so we can see what we're doing. These guys have been accumulating for a while now, so let's smash them up and see what happens. You can hear like double things connecting. Oh, yeah, one burnt. Let's get a bit more going. Let's get a bit more just in case. Yeah, some of it's burning, but it's fine. It's going up. Yeah, some of it's going in there, some of it's not. We're burning half of it. That's efficient, right? We don't need rotten flesh that much, but we're always going to have a full barrel plus others. Nice. The other thing I was going to do whilst I'm here, actually, let's drop some stuff off. This will go into our sorting system in some way, shape, or form, right? If I go like that, all the rotten flesh come out of that one and go into the thingy. The thingy indeed. Cool. Yeah, so my next stage will be sorting out a moss farm. And I thought, let's put it on this side of the cave over here. Let's eat something very quickly. It is Etho's design, as are most of the redstone things that I do. And this is going to be our moss spawning area here. It's a 7x7, and I'll try and find a tutorial or the link to his video where he does it. But essentially, I need to put in loads of pistons and lava to make stone blocks, and then a redstone thing here. It's all explained there. I'm going to come back to it once I've done, but I just want to show you that I've done this bit in here. Are things burning? Nothing's burning. Cool. Excellent. Well, yeah, I'll come back when I've got things ready to go. Okay, so I finished building the bone meal farm using the moss mechanics. And let's give it a whirl, shall we? So we should be getting more back than we spend, right? So I'm going to put in a stack of bone meal, turn it on, and let it run its course. Yeah, so if you want to check the video, link in the description. It shows you how this is made, and yeah, go there and check it out. So it doesn't look great in here. I need to put some blocks around to make it look a bit like cavey and stuff, because it's obviously very, very square. And I need to work out a way of getting the bone meal back in to the this hopper chain here. I was thinking about like bringing it down from above, but then I need to get it up there first. So yeah, so basically below the centre there, where it all gets put in, is a little minecart, which you can probably hear, and it goes around these four, they're called composters. Yeah, so it all goes into there, and we get the bone meal out the bottom. See, look, we're already up to like 2, 3, 4 on all sides. So hopefully, I mean, how much does the minecart got in it? That's a firework. Click. Yeah, loads to go in there, and I've got a feeling we should get some more. But yeah, just need to work out a way of getting the bone meal back upstairs. Oh, that's not a good sign. Why have we got cobblestone? I thought I fixed all the timings. So yeah, there's a bit of a problem with timings making cobblestone rather than smooth stone. And I'm not entirely sure where it's come from. Let's get rid of that problem for now. Yeah, it's one of them making cobblestone, or maybe a few of them. Yeah, I might have to mess with these timings a little bit. But yeah, why do we need bone meal and moss? We were wanting to do two things per island. Firstly, the bone meal will help make white dye, so we can then put all the like accent blocks and all here. As you can see, I've got a couple of floors left to do for concrete, so I need loads of that. And also I wanted to put moss at the bottom, so it's spawn proof essentially. A lot of the mountain is slabbed, as we went to did that before. Everything within the honey square that we've made. So there's only a little bit like around here and on the other side that needs to be done. But I was thinking about having moss everywhere, so it just looks a bit more, a bit naturally better. I guess that's not the word, but anyway, we have a problem though. We do have a problem. So I've been on here a little bit between last segment and this one, and it snowed occasionally, but it doesn't snow down here anymore. And one of the things the reason I noticed this at first was our ice maker wasn't working. We can get to the, if I can find out where it was. Where is it? In that gap there. Essentially, this water is not freezing, and that is because when they rolled out 118, they changed the heights for snowfall. As the world is much bigger now, snow doesn't actually fall down this low naturally. It's rain up until like 130ish now. So I got a decision to make, because obviously the look we went for is kind of snow capped. Do I like artificially put snow everywhere, like where I wanted it beforehand anyway, and just make the whole thing look snowy? Do I do half and half, like it was moss and snow beforehand, or do I completely summarize it and get rid of the snow completely and just put moss everywhere? Now that would be a lot of work, a lot of work. So I'm not too sure. Let's say the moss carpet and the snow both stop the mobs from spawning. So yeah, that's the decision I need to make. Do I just finish it off down here and pretend it never happened, or do I spend a lot of time, making it look a bit more summery here? It would completely change the look of the castle, I think. But it should be relatively easy. Should be in the keyword. I don't know. No, I think that's a decision for another day, because that's going to be a lot of work to do, and probably off camera. So I'm going to get a bit more bone meal. Let's actually see how much we've got out of it so far down in here. Be curious to know how much it has made. Any more cobblestone? Not yet. That's good. That's good. Oh look, good timing. There's only like 2 left. 1 left. Nice. As we head back down the stairs, we'll see what we've made so far. Obviously, there's a lot in the hoppers and stuff ready to go. 16, 17. Right, so what we've got made up so far has already paid for itself in a sense. So hopefully, I mean, there is a lot upstairs still. I'm here. Why is it going back like that? Yeah. The hopper's still picking stuff up, so that is fine. He says that, and then it stops picking stuff up. Come on. Come on, is it still working? Water, I heard the water. And yeah, there's stuff of that stuff. Cool, so we're definitely getting net gain from the bone meal moss factory. Okay, so now all the bone meal that's created goes along this hopper line into this dropper and up the water elevator and goes back up into the system. And I've let it run a few times, and it does. It seems to be accumulating, which is good because we need a lot of it. Yes, it goes up the water elevator behind there, along this hopper line, and into this barrel. I had to change this a little bit. I could have just done a 1 line of redstone, but I needed 2 for symmetry because otherwise it would trigger me. Yeah, so we've got bone meal coming in. We're getting the net gain, which is pretty good. So yeah, so I need the white dye. So that's why I'm getting bone meal. It's the easiest way of doing it, and we need white dye for all the buildings outside. So we start off with the diorite, and I've been slowly, over time, filling the gaps with white concrete powder. And that's the first stage. Sorry, that's not white concrete powder, that is white concrete. But we are going to get some more white concrete powder, is the next stage, to sort of make it look like the lighthouse. And I think we need to get some bits in there, like, was it some snow, some quartz, and maybe some grey? Again, grey, we need we need white for. So I think we can get a lot of wither roses to get the black, and then black and white, grey, right? So anyway, I've been going sort of letting that run and getting loads of bone meal and getting down here to get copper. Now you might notice from my experience level, it's dropped significantly. That's because I died. I was AFK here, letting drowns accumulate to kill them, and went off to make a cup of tea because, you know, I'm British and that's what we do. And I come back and I was dead. And there was a drowned wearing all my armor and stuff, so that was fun. So he's come from somewhere outside, guessing the water as it was a natural drowned. I'm not too sure how to deal with that, because we had a sort of like a ring of, was it 40 or 50 blocks around that kill zone, and that sort of we made that mob proof. So it's got to be somewhere in the water here that he's spawning and getting in. So I need to put like a fence in there or something to stop myself getting killed. What happened there? Doesn't seem right. Get some sand in a minute. But yeah, but I thought maybe there were some like extra spawning zones or something. So I went ahead and filled all the blanks. So yeah, the mountain used to cut off here where the honey blocks were, and that was sort of spawn proof. But now we've got slabs everywhere and a bit of decoration. So like we've got a little bit here with barrels and chests and stuff like storage, some logs. There's some logs down there, some more storage. We've got a crane, so it looks like, you know, we're taking stuff off the ships and storing it somewhere. There's some more stuff on there. And this building here, which is the, you know, the basis of the crane. It's got the little side bit there where that's attached to. Same design as the gatehouse, you know, with all the bricks and granite and terracotta and stuff. And it's just sort of basic inside, just sort of, maybe that's a waiting area, I'm not too sure. And that goes through to there. The controls are, I should probably put some levers and stuff in there so it looks like it actually controls it. Although you can't really see what you're doing from down here. Maybe a ladder and something up the top. Don't know, I'll sort that out later. But yeah, maybe a little storage room up here. I haven't put anything in there yet because I've just sort of finished building it. But yeah, it should all be spawn proof over this entire island now. Except for, you know, way over there. But they won't track us from that far away, right? Yeah, a bit of a pier and another pier over there. So I'm debating putting another ship in. It took me a while to make that one, but maybe not on this side, maybe on that side over there, just sort of spread them out. And I was thinking over here, because it's a tiny little island that I sometimes see creepers on. So maybe like a little stairway down and some like sort of, you know, small boats, the ones that you just craft and go in. Not sure. It needs something else. I've put these little knobbly bits on the side so it looks more pier-like. I've done that way around, all the way around. But yeah, a lot of stuff off camera. It's been quite a while since I actually recorded the last segment. I dread to see what the date was, but it's been a while since an episode came out. But you know, that's adult life, I'm afraid. When you've got kids to take care of and work and stuff like that, it's life changes and things slow down. But it's good. It's all for the better. Yeah, so we've been oxidizing copper as well because we need that for roofs. And we need a lot of copper because there is a lot of roofs. So that's why we've got the drown farm downstairs that converts them. They can drop ingots. We've got a few other blocks that we want to use for the same colour palette. That looks quite cool down there in the mist and in the fog. Sorry, but I've sort of run out of space for the blocks now, which is why I haven't converted any more. I should probably start storing them in an empty barrel here or something. Not sure. We've also gone a little bit of mining now and again, just doing strip mines and getting, like, this is hard to find like locally, so I might have to go back up to my mining area and sort it out. But you know, we've got a fair bit of blocks here. Get some more ingots from downstairs, but yeah, it's all fully sorted out. But I'm going to work out a colour palette for the roofs and sort that out next time. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.